Yeah? Ice. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Cocktail Hour with Rick. Darlene and Rick are missing, but Bo is on the sofa. Hey, Bo, how about entertaining everybody? Wake up. What are you going to do? I'm going to play with your favorite toy? Oh, it fell down, Bo. There it is, Bo. You want to play? I don't think Bo wants to play. There, he's been disturbed from his perch. Let me see how that is. I think I can come in a little more. And let's do just a teeny bit of that. There. Look pretty washed out though, but that's good distance, I think. Welcome to Cocktail Hour with Rick. I'm with you tonight on iPad so that I can stick with the conversation, and especially at the moment because my lovely wife is. All right, I just cut that back good. Because she is making our cocktails. I'm wearing a shirt that I am proud to wear. Last October, I got to see a band perform the album by King Crimson, Lark's Tongue in Aspic.
Hi guys.
And David Cross, who played violin and toured that album, I think also Starless and Bible Black, and maybe Red. So he was in the band for a while. I got to see him with his own band in Elkton, Maryland, and it was a great show. I got this little memento, this T-shirt. So I know there are some Prague supporters in the audience, or they have been over in the past. So definitely King Crimson will be considered a progressive rock band. In the core of the Crimson King is almost used as the definition for what makes rock progressive rock. And that album, In the Core of the Crimson King. Did you know that?
Can I say hi?
You want to say hi to everybody?
I'm
Hi,
finally
everybody.
on. Nancy Santa Maria. Justine Serra is Rick. I hate seeing that, but he never stops. And look, he has more entries than anybody.
Well, I'm the one typing stuff in to get the
Jimmy
room
Rick,
started.
hi there. I'm glad you're here. I hope you saw last week's Dr. Leonard Hofstetter.
Who is sitting out tonight.
Spin Dallas. No,
Dallas.
he's here.
Well, he's in, but he's not really going to be sticking around. Maybe he's still there right now.
Okay.
But
I can completely
obviously,
understand.
Losing your parent, if you've ever lost one or even both, the one for me, my mother, is the one most fresh in my memory and heart, and how it feels, and still how I'm touched at moments. So,
Can I finish?
sending love to you, Spin Dallas.
Yes, Spin Dallas. Scott Bagley, Glow, Mr. Doggy Dog, Boy Quitter.
I'd like to say cheers to everybody here. Would you join me and give me a
But
click?
you could have let
I
me
know, you
finish.
get a couple more.
Hey guys,
Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the show.
this is the first time in several shows that I've started out
Actually,
with a drink.
yes. Last week she had one. Was it at the very end of the show, I think?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'm caught
I've
up.
been
Don't forget to hit that like button.
Like, click the subscribe button. My numbers drifted downward a little. Be nice to see some more of your faces in the count. What I'm very pleased about today is I created a video. Footage is from last October.
Santa Carolina.
And put together a cute little video. We went to a motel for halfway from Baltimore to Tampa. And luckily, it was nice. So it's quite a drastic difference between what you've seen me in before, and even on my channel under Rick's Motel Dives.
I stayed in that same place when I came down in December. I don't
Right.
know if it was on the way down or the way back.
Right.
And then we stopped at the same place
Coming
down this time.
this time. And it's slipped a little bit.
Yes, it did.
So I wrote a review and actually got a response from
Cat
the
Lady
manager.
Mary, hello there. David
So-
Welling.
I hope they do take it seriously. And
David Welling liked your video.
thank you, David. I'm glad at least one
Hey,
person
Rocky
liked it.
Diamond.
No, actually, there's actually quite a few likes on the tally on the media that's on
Pamela
my
Roche.
channel.
She made it home.
Very
she flew
good.
home yesterday, I think it was.
She got to enjoy a little over a week and a half here, and some of the days were nice, some of the days were chilly, but one thing was really nice is we had her as a guest on Cocktail Hour with Rick last show.
Yeah, and she had no delays. She actually got in earlier than what was expected. So
Maybe she had a
that's good.
tailwind. It was a fair wind.
Ryan Games 101.
So,
Ryan Games has been watching since ADR.
oh, that's so great. Thank you, Ryan. And then here's Santa Carolina.
Yeah, I already
That's
said her name.
that's a good name. Rocky Diamond.
Yeah, I remember.
I
him.
know Rocky.
We met him at a meet and
Meet
greet
and greet. And
at Racers.
I believe that he is from Frederick area, Frederick, Maryland. Cat Lady Mary. Oh, that's a great one.
Scott
Mr.
Bradley,
Doggy Dog, how are you doing with your lungs?
John Cathcart.
Next, we're the first show of the month of March isn't too far away. I think it's 2 shows, so
You can see we're inside because it's 63 degrees outside.
and it's going to continually drop, and we just didn't feel like being chilly, and why not sit here
I got it,
in our
Pam. Thank you.
occupied part of the house. I did show you all today during a Wi-Fi test, if you want to look later. A little more of a close-up of the roof, underside of the roof. Uh-oh, Bo's scratching. And that means he wants a pee.
Excuse me.
Unless we want him to pee inside, you better heed when he scratches.
Tell him about the things that we're putting on it.
Oh, okay, right. So, but if you want to do a little perusal of the damage that we're living with, and it's going to be at least 2 months before we get the work done. A month to get the material fabricated if we're lucky. The aluminum and etc. that has to be formed. And then there's other aluminum that will have to be ordered in different sizes, columns, beams, fasteners, all kinds of good stuff. The storm really messed us up. This was all the way from early October, Hurricane Milton. It blew off our roof. Blew off our roof. So Bo has not been very good here. He's been peeing when we go out. And she tried to get a piddle pad, but he didn't know to pee on the piddle pad. He sort of peed on half and off of half. So we went and got male diapers, disposables, and then reusable, washable dog diapers that have a hole for your tail to go through, and they're velcroed on the back. I don't know what he did, but he was able to get right out of both of those diapers. When we got back, he was free as a jailbird again, naked as a jailbird, and but he didn't form any pee puddles. I guess the frustration to get all that stuff off, plus we had just let him out before we left. I think he's doing it because he's just like, I don't feel like being here. I'm going to pee on the floor. He's almost 14, or he is 14, going on 15, somewhere between 13 and 15. And you know how it is with all of us, especially our pets. You know, they get older quicker because every year is like 5 or 7 years to them. So here I am and Bo, we're about the same. We're occasionally continent of urine and bowel. We both need a little help with our hips. He's taking a new medicine. Myself, I see a doctor next week, maybe to help me to be able to get past the pain and then be able to continue to do the muscle strengthening I need to be able to walk and stand firm. And be able to do things, you have to be able to walk a distance. And otherwise, I guess I'm going to have to get myself a motorized wheelchair. Although, in this room, we have
With your
two.
hair. Come here.
Where?
Just,
Okay, thank you. I popped it up. We got two 3-wheel electric pedal assist bicycles. They're called Electric brand.
from T Waterfall.
And,
yeah.
we
We,
had-
we thought he had to go pee, and he was just, he pooed.
He did. All right.
Yeah, I'll pick it up tomorrow. I know where it is. It's in our yard.
Yeah. We have at least pooping in our area. Although last night when I walked on the other side of the
Oh,
fence,
thanks, Flo. I didn't think of that.
he did walk on the other side of the fence with me, and he did drop a load. I had to use the light to see it and get a bag and
Oh,
grab
good.
it and put it into the trash can, and then he got stuck around the pole as I'm trying to go to the trash can, and off his collar comes.
Well, see, when we actually
It just
walk
slips
in,
right off.
we use a harness.
Harness, so it can't
Because
happen
he
that way.
pulls.
Yeah,
He hasn't got the. He doesn't know that when he pulls and choke himself, if he wouldn't pull, it wouldn't happen. But
I mean, it's only been all of his life. He still does it. So we just put the harness on him, and he only
hey,
chokes
Brett
a little.
Andres, Ryan Games, hi again.
So
What are you drinking, hon?
I'm drinking Seagram's VO, not beer. Seagram's VO with club soda. So whiskey and club soda. Cheers. Yeah.
I never change, or very, very seldom. I might get a good Bloody Mary, depends on where I am. This is
So
Deep Eddy's grapefruit and
Yes.
water with 2 Splenda.
So basically, she's a vodka drinker. I've become a whiskey bourbon drinker.
But he'll drink anything.
I will drink anything, but I try to stay away from beer because it's not supposed to be as good for a type 2 diabetic as
I've been a type 2
to drink
diabetic for
a hard liquor instead without
25
any
years, if not longer.
sugary drink or anything like that with it. I just drink club
Oh,
soda
crap.
with the whiskey.
I gotta go out and come back in. I hit the
Oh,
wrong button.
It's all right. We're here.
I know.
We aren't going anywhere. So we got these 3-wheel bikes. Need help to assemble them. We have someone lined up to help us.
Our
Our good
friend
friend M of M&G. And we're going to be hanging out with them after we finish the show. Looking
Maybe.
forward to
Depends
hanging.
on if M has to work.
Oh, earlier we communicated that we were
Oh, you
looking
did?
forward to this.
Well, you did not tell me.
We had a conversation about the camper because of the battery
Yeah.
being worn down by the carbon monoxide detector.
Can we
basically.
unplug the carbon dioxide?
Yeah, you can't do that basically. I
Okay.
even bought a switch to try to install to do that. It doesn't work. The best way to go is just to take a terminal off of the battery, which means you take the cover off, which means it's a pain in the butt. Well, the pain in the butt went to M. M got that off, and he hooked up a charger to it, and then he was kind of curious because it didn't fully recharge, even though it was on overnight, and wondered if there was something on that was taking, drawing it down. And that would have to be a light or a fan or something on the 12-volt system that would have drawn
So you
it
guys
down.
can check it out.
So it's probably that stupid CO monitor.
What is Steel Reserves? Jimmy Rick said, drink some Steel Reserve. I guess that's.
I
a
don't
type
know,
of-
is that a beer?
a whiskey or a bourbon? I would think.
I don't know. If it's brewed in steel
Thanks,
kegs.
Jimmy Rick.
I
You giving me a compliment? Oh, I
oh
can't
my
stand
God,
it.
that's so nice. But I like my whiskey or bourbon to be aged, I guess is the word, in like a wooden container, a keg. Whether it be.
Pam likes Coors
Whatever.
Light, but we don't have that, so she did drink something that we had.
Yeah, we had some Coronas.
Oh, is that what it was?
So she tolerated a Corona, right? She might even still be with us doing this. Yes, it drank pretty
Well,
good.
we were inside. We might be able to shimmy some stuff around where she could have been on camera. Ponytail Dungeon
She
Master.
was
Hello
on camera
there.
a couple of times. I
Yeah,
actually
we moved
rotated
it so
the
people could see
camera.
it.
And why am I looking at the light? I don't know why I keep looking up at the light. I'll stop doing that.
Jimmy Rick,
What?
love you. Don't you worry about it.
Okay. How you like that? Ah, I did a heart. Oh, you got to shoot me because I was giving a heart to
No.
the whole room.
No.
Anybody who's here in the chat room, I gave you my heart symbol. No, not my fart symbol. So
Hey, John C.
47 people. Hello, John. Hello, David Welling. And the weather is a little
Long
chilly
duck dog.
for Florida.
Well,
Only up near 60
it was
today.
actually a pretty day. It was
But it
just
was very sunny and
too cold to sit outside.
yeah,
I
you
got
need a jacket or a sweater.
We both got
we know
some
you
work-
just went out.
we both got some work done.
So
on
Long
the
Duck
computers.
Dong, I love. He has like 2 hearts, and they're on the outside of 2 piles of poop.
I know it is, Jimmy. Rick.
What that even means, I don't know, but I guess it's very touching to you. So thank you very much. Yeah, better next week is what I'm hoping for. Yes, I have been to the North Carolina beaches. We've stayed at the, like, what do they call it? Nag's Head and all that, whatever that area is called, Outer Banks. And then we also stayed at a campground at Emerald Isle.
Never do that again. Well, now
Boy,
with a camper,
oh boy,
we
well
might.
now we
Hey,
might.
Amy Hackey.
But it had tent sites, and the sites were tiny.
Yeah, we were tenors in, and we were below. You had to walk down steps to get where the tenors were.
Yes, we
You had
were
to walk
downhill.
up the steps where the RVs were and the bathhouses
Bathroom,
were.
so we were downhill.
So we had no breeze, no air. We did have electric, so we had a fan.
But we did have the water closer to us. We were above the water, but you could see
Carson
it.
Thorpe.
We watched a bunch of people digging for mole
Oh, that was
crabs,
so long ago.
and they filled buckets full of these little teeny mole crab. They like burrow in the sand. Maybe you've seen them before, but it's like if you dig in the sand near the water's edge, and their water forms easily. Usually, you'd find them very easily swimming through, and
They were digging them out for.
they were eating
dinner.
them. They were going to cook them and eat them. It was like popcorn shrimp, basically. Oh my God, almost like lice. It's like eating lice.
They're bigger than lice.
Bigger than lice, but I mean, it's almost that kind of a thing. It was something totally. I never saw anybody ever catch them in quantity. Maybe a
Hey,
few
Jill,
for
hello there.
bait for doing surf fishing, but not to eat. Well,
But what we did, because his parents came down, but they stayed in a hotel. So guess what we did? We went up to the hotel quite often. That's where we took our showers.
took our showers and.
Because you take it at the campground, you were wet before you could even dry off.
Because there was like basically not enough ventilation in the shower building, and it was just basically
Now we
a
did,
cheap sauna
we
of
went down
moldy
there-
water.
Richard.
What?
We went down there a different time and we rented a house.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that was very nice.
That was nice, and we had Mom then too. And I think Steve.
Mom and Dad, Steve and his
Lee-
first wife, and
Yes.
they only had one kid at the
Yes,
time.
yes.
But then they went somewhere else because we were leaving.
Yeah, they
They-
crazily they used a little portable swimming pool to hold everything on their roof as like a roof rack. It worked.
That's right, Roy Quitter. If I just talk to him, even though no one else is in this room, he doesn't hear me. If I say, Rick, He doesn't hear me. If I say Richard, sometimes he hears me.
Shoot me. You miss me. Shoot me. Shoot me again. I deserve it. Thank you. Phew.
I almost hit
Too
the-
much time elapsed, and people did not get to see any darts coming at me.
Well, you've been fairly good.
Well, it doesn't mean you don't shoot me anyway. There are several people who would encourage.
Cherry Berry Girl, hello
Hi, Cherry
there.
Berry Girl. It's been a couple days. Good to have you here. Good, good, good. I don't know if she's going to pop on, but I had Destiny Glenn on here earlier. And I did see also Alaska was
Oh,
going
okay.
somewhere on one of my posts or
I
whatever.
don't know if Rick told you, but right now we're using T-Mobile
This is
Wi-Fi.
T-Mobile's Wi-Fi.
So we might be completely moving to that because it
'Cause
seems to
it's-
be working well.
The T-Mobile thing is giving me a better upload speed
Hey Muffin, hello there.
than WoW cable TV. Now the WoW cable TV gives me
No chill.
a faster
Not
rate
down here.
downloads, so that I could like stream maybe more. But it's adequate. We've used it for both things, and we used it today on our laptops, and everything seems to connect fine. The
And
phones
it's-
seem to connect fine.
Half as much as WoW down
Half
here.
as much, and it's not
Plus-
dropping out.
Plus, we can use it in our camper.
Oh yeah, and you can take it. They tell you, we're not supposed to tell you, but yes, you can take your T-Mobile Wi-Fi internet box thing.
If we're close
anywhere.
enough to a tower,
Of course, if there's
we
no
can get Wi-Fi.
if there's no towers for T-Mobile in the area you're in, you're still
Muffin
screwed.
says it's looking sharper than what it has
You
been.
think it's even looking sharper?
Yeah, Muffin just said that.
Muffin, I don't know whether it's that or because I threw some water on my face. You might have thought it looked sharper because there wasn't crap smudged all over my cheeks. But maybe it's the digital whatever, the magic that makes this all work.
Right now they have an introductory offer
Introductory. It's
for just the Wi-Fi, whatever it's called, was what, 45?
yeah, it's not
45 a month.
it,
But if we have to get a booster, then it's $10.
another $10 more for a booster for $55 a month, which I think I'm going to pick up anyway.
And we're
And
paying,
we're paying
90 a
90
month now with WoW.
Plus tax is $95 a month to
So
WoW.
what's so funny is Rick had complained to WoW. They called him while we're sitting at T-Mobile.
I mean, could not
And
believe
that
it.
same afternoon, a technician came out and replaced all the wiring from the mobile to the box or whatever it is.
It was
And
from back of
today,
the house
a crew
to
came out to bury
bury
the
that
cable.
cable. So they've improved what they had. But even after they did all that, I checked the numbers.
Yeah,
It still
the-
wasn't better.
Thank you, Valerie
Valerie
Bungalow.
Brumbelow gave us a tip. Thank you, Valerie.
Yeah, a couple people have said that it does look better than what
I'm
it
glad
has.
to hear you say that.
That's good to know.
So it's good to know that could be that thing that they used to say to kids in the afternoon to try to teach them little things. The more you know and all that kind of. Oh well. I think we've used that before. The more you know, I'm almost out.
Well,
It would be great if you'd make me over.
I will when I'm ready. So you want me to suck mine down so I can...
No, take your time. I'll just hang tight and look at the thing here, the iPad, and you saw the bowl. You actually get, and this is on Amazon, I think.
What? Yeah,
You get
that
the
was
pipe.
definitely Amazon.
The pipe comes with a little vinyl mouthpiece. It comes with screens. It comes with this carrying bag. Well, I didn't know I had my other lighters here.
You don't track your shit.
I put it in there. It even has like a zippered compartment where you could put your you know what in there.
It's not smell proof.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, it's not
And
smell
then
proof.
they give you the tools for cleaning it. I see here there's actually a second vinyl mouthpiece.
See, when I get him stuff, he really doesn't look at it.
Got a little brush thing to poke through a hole, and this is to try to like get it loose. And then it's got this other thing in here. This is really something.
What?
I can't believe all this stuff.
So this is the first time you actually looked at what was in there.
It's in a little plastic bag. What does it do? Is it a scale?
It's a gripper, it looks like. In case you roll a joint, maybe?
A joint holder, maybe. Let's see.
Some type of tool.
I think it's a tool for cleaning again. Yes. Maybe this is for scraping out the bowl. And this is for, like, also digging. Wow, man, I didn't even know about this thing. This is too much, hon. Thank you so much for your generous gift.
Don't put all that in there. You won't be able to find your lighters.
Well, it's just to have something to move in my hands, kind of an ASMR
It was probably
experience
for tobacco.
for
Not
you
for
all.
pot.
Yes, maybe. Ow, you hit me in the head.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
hit you in the head.
My head's harder than your head.
Yeah, but I didn't hear it go. Mine, I actually felt an audible snap sound as
That's
it hit my
because
skull.
it's empty.
Because my head is empty.
Yeah, it was an echo you
It's an
heard.
echo. Did somebody else say that?
No.
That's Rick Sack. Yeah, it's Rick Sack. It's like when I have my right hand, my left hand, and there's something in the middle, and you know, it could be my sack. It could be my Italian sausage. You don't know what it is, but in between my hands, I can get
Your
into
Italian
all kinds.
sausage only takes one hand.
My Italian sausage is like a mini Vienna sausage. A mini Vienna sausage. You understand what I mean? Like really, it's not. One of those is bigger, 10 times bigger than actual size.
Not the girth.
I have a micro.
Edna Smedna.
I have a micropenia. It's. I used a dropper to collect the semen when I artificially
John
inseminated.
C.
I inseminated a pig. It was amazing.
What are you
It was
talking
a
about?
cross species.
What are you talking about?
I was going
Don't
to
make me.
out of animal IVF clinic, and we were trying to make a man pig or a pig or a pan or a mig. I don't know if you want to call it a mig or a pan or something like that. A cross between a man and a pig. Pig man. Big man, pig man, Sherrod, you are. Anybody know what that was by?
Carson Thorpe, thank
Hi,
you.
Carson. My boss told me a joke. Why is Santa's sack so big?
He
only comes once a year.
Riley Ranger, hello there.
That sounds like me.
Jimmy Rick's never seen it, Mr. Doggy Dog.
I don't know. You never know.
Yes, I do.
Rick is banned from the sperm bank. Yes, because
Sarah
of the
A.
story.
Out of BS podcast, Pink Floyd.
Yes.
Hi there.
That was good. Very good. You picked up Pink Floyd Animals album. came out in 1977. In the winter of 77, I had a job my father had found.
You had a job?
He was a
That's really claiming
he was the
something.
design, building, and engineer to operate a waste recycling plant in Cockeysville, Maryland.
We have a request for you to roll a joint.
Roll one?
Yeah.
What, on camera?
Nathan Long, hello there.
Man, that's a lot. Roll joint, David. It's like roll joint. I need to get my rolling machine.
No, he does it by hand.
But I'm cheap. Because I only do a puff or so at a time.
I don't care. I can't do a bowl.
Well, I have 3
Pieces.
roaches over here.
I don't want a roach.
I know you don't want a roach.
I don't want a roach.
I know you don't. It's really...
Roll it behind the Pringles can. The Pringles can is his ashtray.
Why is that in front of my face? I'm putting a Pringles can in front of me, and you can't even see me because of all the...
Debsy Rocks, hello there.
There's Debsy. She was like confused earlier because I was on live.
She's getting ready to jump in the shower, so she's...
Are you going to jump in the shower? Or are you going to take us in with you?
Please walk in carefully. Don't jump.
Don't jump. Take us in there with you and
No.
put your phone on the soap dish and watch. And I'm going to pretend you're putting soapy water in certain places and making yourself go, coo. Coo. Like a pigeon.
Leave her
Leave
alone.
her alone. She's going in the shower anyway. I'm getting her all dirty. We're talking about this
Chickaboom.
stuff.
That's right, Edna Smedna.
Oh, Edna, how you doing?
And Debsy called you a weirdo.
Weirdo. Are you
No,
surprised? When did you not know that? You're just finding out that now? And there's that guy, Danny, and other people that we're all from the same area. Guess
Debsy
what?
says, Time's for sangria.
We're all weird.
That's the only wine that I can...
I like
sit here and
sangria too.
drink.
And
To a point.
I like
I
a
just don't like wine.
I like it mixed up with lots of fruit, and you know.
I
of
don't
course,
have to watch out protein. I can move quicker than him.
the what's it called? Something blackberry brandy.
Oh, I've made homemade sangria before.
Yeah,
It's been pretty decent.
and you mix that with just some regular old red wine,
With orange juice
orange juice, right?
and fruit.
Fruits.
Yeah.
It's fun to
Ryan
watch them
Gaines.
make up a fresh sangria
Christy.
table side. There's
Henry Brook.
a couple of restaurants. That
Greetings
do
from
that.
North Wales. Say hi.
North Wales,
Yes, say hi
Henry.
to Henry Brooks.
Henry, and guess what? He is up so late.
It's
For him.
12:34 a.m.
Yes, it's late. The poor man's worked. Henry, thank you for joining us. If you haven't done so, come back and check out the channel during your waking hour. Maybe subscribe, peruse some of the videos, look by playlist to find out what we've been doing here. And of course, Cocktail Hour with Rick starts at 7 my time. That's like midnight your time, 5 hours, 6 hours earlier. I know because I have some friendly acquaintances and friendly people that I know in the UK.
We're doing pretty good, Alien Train. I'm like at 95 to
Yeah.
98%. Only
I'm-
a little bit
I'm
of cough.
over the flu stuff. Now it's strictly the spine, but I was hobbling around a little bit today, doing some stuff, and I was able to actually walk. So today was a little better day than average. Day before, I had to use a cane just to get around, and I will get on top of this one way or the other, or I'll just start being a top. That's okay. I didn't mind being a bottom, but it's too hard to get up afterwards.
That's right, Christy. I mean, and if you catch this flu that's going around.
The flu is nasty, man.
I mean, it's been over a month for me.
And the dreaded, I know nobody wants to hear the word, but that virus that starts with the letter C
Yeah,
is
Kylie
back.
came down with COVID.
And
She's about 90% right now.
she's getting better, but she had
And
it
Tom
pretty
didn't
good.
get it, so that's good.
Luckily, it didn't transmit to the boyfriend. If you get sick, the first thing you may want to think
That's
about
great, Christy.
is
Hey, Kylie!
you wear just a cloth. Any kind of thing will do. A cheap mask, the kind you can wash over again, that people made as craft projects in sewing classes. Not the 3M
Good night, Pam. We'll talk to you later.
medical level ones.
We got the flu shot,
Put a
alien
mask
train.
on if you're sick.
We actually
When you're
both
near
got,
other
we get
people,
it every
especially.
year.
Don't spread the wealth. There's no surprise. If you breathe on other people, they get in your face.
Hand me your cup.
You will get sick. I did it to her. I got sick first. Then she got it. I think she got it worse.
I did.
So, you know, Henry, my daughter had the same thing happen to her. Now, she never got a vaccination at all. But she had that side effect with the smell and taste. And it was a problem for a couple of months, but she finally did get it back. Now, I don't know what it all means, people. I'm not an expert medically, and I know this is a topic that we don't want to go into here. We just want to encourage people to be safe, and hopefully you stay healthy. And tips on if you get sick, what can you do? You know, that kind of thing. The rest of it, it's old news, and a lot of people had serious disagreements, the kind that we're not really loving. And if it's loving, I agree that you probably can engage in conversation about anything, even if you don't agree. But if you can't remain loving, then don't start. Don't risk a relationship over the stupid things we have to deal with in our lives that are all around us. You just don't talk about them here. And we make this a safe space. That's why I'm bringing this all up right now, because it is a strange time in the world, in our world, but we're going to stay the same here. No politics, religion, no divisive comments. Let's be nice and loving to each other and enjoy our company. That's what this is all about. So, thank you all. I'm so glad you're here. We're up to 66. That's a very good number for us. We had been not even hitting 50 a lot of shows. The last handful of shows, we have numbers that have gone up a bit. And I hope that means maybe we're coming across a little better. We're not making you yawn and be bored. I don't want this to become like SNL 50, where the skits still suck for 50 years.
Yeah, some of the skits were not that great, but we did watch the concert.
Oh my God, if you
That
haven't
was
seen
so
it, and
good.
you can watch the SNL 50-year anniversary music program. And if you have, which one? I'm going to say it wrong. The Peacock, right?
Yeah, I think it was Peacock.
If you have that, it'll be there
Well,
for
good.
you to
Thank you,
stream.
Dr. Leonard.
But let me tell you, it's a couple-hour show. It goes, I think, a little bit over the time they predicted, a half an hour. But some of the performances were like
They were
phenomenal. Oh my gosh. And if you like Lady Gaga, which I do, intense performance. Very, very good. Started out like a little
Serra
bit of a joke.
2.0.
With the SNL cast member, you'll know. And he was singing out of tune pretty badly. And then she took over and sang from there, and they actually brought someone in who could sing with her.
Yeah,
So
but it was good.
Yep.
I will say the music one was better than the skit one. There were some decent skits,
Yeah.
but not like way back when.
Now, like
I
Bill,
wish they would have done a couple with Justin Timberlake. I don't know
I
why he
know.
wasn't
I
on
don't.
there.
There's a lot of people I don't know
Yeah.
why they weren't there, and there were even people that from the cast, not just guest stars.
Oh, Muffin, I'm so sorry.
What happened?
Muffin's grandfather died on Wednesday from COVID.
Oh man,
Oh, Muffin, I'm so sorry.
we're really sorry.
Please send hugs, kisses, prayers, everything.
To all your family
to
members.
Muffin. Yes.
I got a pen here. I gotta write this down. Isn't there something right here? Yeah. And I'll be putting up a prayer
Henry
request. So,
No, it wasn't reruns of classic skits. It was newer ones, incorporating some of the older ones. But the concert was worth watching. It really was. Good night, Santa Carolina. Please come back
yes,
again.
please come back. Oh, Carolina, on my mind. Isn't that what it is? Carolina on my mind?
That is one.
Wow. I pulled up something. I don't know how I did that. A little bit of some brain in here. I know that's something that many of you don't know.
Henry Brooks, I'm
I
not
have.
100% sure. His dad passed August 29th of 2020. Isn't that the date that Mom passed last year? August
Yes.
29th
Of
of
2024. Same date in August. Wow. Yeah, Kylie, you know, he did stand up and someone recognized him and he like smiled and but at the musical program, but he didn't say a word and he didn't appear in any of the skits or anything at all. And he did leave a comment in passing that someone read during the program. He wished he never quit the show. He only was in there for the first season.
And the first was
And-
sort of the best. First couple seasons
Yeah,
were
but
really the best.
but then the second season, he's gone.
He thought he could be bigger,
And I think-
better, more.
And I think Bill Murray came in the second season. I think Bill came in to fill that spot.
That's right, Muffin.
So good for Bill that you got that, Bill. And then Bill, he used to do a lounge
Oh,
lizard.
you're always on my mind is an old Willie Nelson song.
Yeah.
Hey, JJ, Mental App, hi.
Old lounge lizard kind of a shtick thing, and he would like make up stuff, or maybe it was partially
Well, JJ,
created.
keep coming back. We
But he
do
had-
this every week on Friday.
Yes, we do.
Nothing
every-
to do with ADR or anything.
Nothing. It's just called the Cocktail Hour with Rick. The whole idea is to have a place for you all
That's
to
true, John C.
ask questions or throw comments at us and get to know other people who happen to like the Rick Serra channel. Rick
And there
Serra
is
content.
Discord. John C. will be putting up
Yep.
something fairly soon about
Yeah.
Discord after this.
Yes.
And quite a few people who come on and look at this will go into Discord. You can
Yeah.
talk, play games.
Anytime you want it, you go to the website at rickserrastar.com. There's a link for Discord. There's
Henry
two
Brook,
links
where are you?
for Facebook, and then there's other links to the other social media platforms, right?
Hey, Kylie, are you guys
And
going
I
out
post
tonight?
on all of them at least something. Usually ads for the YouTube channel, but I put
Thanks,
the content
John
out
C.
there. It's a little different usually than the content on YouTube. I add other little tidbits or alternative video clips, whatever, to try to give you something else to look at. And I have fun with Twitter, Instagram, X, well, sort of.
No. See, here's the thing. Rick likes to think he's really good with all this stuff, but we had to ask a friend to come over
To help
yesterday
hook up
so
the
that we
printer
could.
to the computer.
My new laptop would talk to the printer because it had tons of shit to print. So he was able to do that, and
Control
we're so
panel. Add devices. I don't know
I
why
have no clue.
I don't know why I didn't default to the normal way, but I didn't. So
Terry
luckily,
January
this guy,
from Essex.
oh, a local guy, yeah,
Well, Terry could be male or female, so it doesn't matter which one.
Hey,
Pronouns I have
Baltimore,
trouble
hon,
with.
yeah, Terry.
AK1 is.
We go by Essex a lot and Dundalk a lot. She's from Hamden. I'm from Hamilton.
We have a shirt, but that's about it. We're not setting up any new merchandise because their store is basically dead. Nobody's buying anything.
Yeah, we
can't invest any more money, but we can still do this show, and that's
and we
what
do
matters.
have some little trinkets if you'd like to look for
Because that meant he would have had
merchandise.
to figure out what to do, even if you told him, John C. We have a neighbor, one door down. We're really friendly with him. And his job was in IT.
Yeah, he was an IT guy. He took care of a company's IT needs, and he then also did a little
Happy
business.
Friday, K1ish.
sort of his own business where he did some consulting. So to come
He
over
worked for the
and
local community, too.
and put together, a couple of settings on the control panel was like nothing for him. And I just like, Dave, forget how you do that. I put them both on the same Wi-Fi network.
I don't forget, I just don't know.
It's not enough. You gotta go in and select the printer. Yes, you gotta make it the default printer. And then when it's online, it'll be ready to go from that computer. It'll use that device that's been assigned. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Why did I not know?
And then he wants to yell at me because I couldn't do it.
I didn't yell at you about not being
I
able
didn't
to do
say
it.
that. I said, then you would.
I would want to,
Yes.
but I'd like to yell at you about anything. It's good for my lungs. I do it for exercise.
I'm Windows, he's Mac.
Yeah.
Because we used to carry a tower down here. And we decided not to do that, and we bought an HP laptop for me. And I'm getting used to it, and I like it. He was on there for a couple hours today on my laptop. I think he likes it. We might have to get him one.
Nah, if I do something, I'm going to go up to an M3 processor on this other
No,
technology.
he didn't, Glow. We did not have any complaints about
With
their show
much
last
more
week, even though we were
RAM,
outside.
so that I can actually do video editing.
Because we stopped when we were supposed to, gave us time to clean
Herbal
up,
remedy? Okay.
and
Yes.
so we were completely done before quiet hour at 9 o'clock. But I think last week M&G came over, only for one drink, so, and we weren't loud or yelling or anything like that, so we were good.
And the scuttlebutt still is that
John C., I do not agree with you.
our neighbor might be selling. The only thing I
Now,
could
that's all
possibly
rumor until we see a
and
sign.
see a sign, whatever. But my luck, the buyer will be even worse. They'll be even worse. That's what could happen, right?
I don't
Okay.
know what a CB is, David Welling, unless you're talking about the radio.
CB Radio. Hello, Robert, Brian. So what is...
Oh, we don't
Oh,
know.
really?
We don't know what's in his mind.
So apparently something I didn't know about, Serra 2.0 shared that in the 90s, Chevy Chase had his own kind of a late night talk show, but it canned. I didn't even know it was around for 5 seconds. Anybody know about that? And could you even name what the Chevy Chase late night talk show was called? Was it Just Chevy? Or CB Speaks? Cum Bucket Speaks? Charming. Charming, yes, that would be charming. It was around for about 5 seconds. Nothing in his mind, most likely. Yeah, well.
No, don't get them confused. Chloe's talking about our next door neighbor about last week.
Oh, I think that we were fine.
Yeah, we were. We got no complaints.
All right, so I forget who it was earlier today.
I just got a text from G of G&M about drinks tonight. I said, of course,
Yes.
here or there.
Yeah, here or there, they say. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. We'll know one way or another. Where was I about to just go? Darn it.
I think it was just Chevy Chase at night. Chevy Chase at night.
Oh, I think it was Chevy Chase at night. Wow. That's forgettable.
Retro Max, hi.
Oh, Retro Max thinks it was called the Chevy Chase Show, and it did last a whole 29 episodes in 1993. That's more than a minute. I can't believe it. Did he have was it a variety show? Did Chevy do singing song and dance pieces? And
he probably never fell down once.
never fell down. He didn't even, he was, instead of being clumsy, he was totally cool. Of course, he was always like, he's on the phone talking to his mistress while he's supposed to be coming to do the news. That kind of got actually to be tiresome for his season. It wasn't anything new. It wasn't expected. Or it wasn't unexpected, I mean. Now, I think Land Shark was pretty good. But I don't remember if he did Land Shark or not.
I don't remember him.
Hey, Arsenio Hall. I loved Arsenio
him.
Hall.
I actually
And
was
he-
on his show one time physically.
Oh,
It
really,
was
in the audience?
Me and Colleen
Uh-huh.
with a woman that I work with when
Okay.
I was at can't remember, over in Columbia.
Okay, got you.
She rented a car. She drove. We went up to New York. We
Okay.
had tickets,
Uh-huh.
and we were in the audience.
Wow.
It was so much fun.
Right. Well, he did a good job. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Then
We
it
really
ended.
liked it when he had the lady with the long fingernails on that could see ghosts, or not see ghosts, but talk to the afterlife.
Oh, she was like a spiritualist.
Yes.
She became verklempt. It wasn't Mike Myers in his outfit, was it?
No, Rick.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Robert. Oh, that's such an old story.
How did Rick and Darlene get together? Well, October of 1987, I was turning 37 or 27.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
27. And
I had just gotten back with friends from Hawaii.
and was wearing a
Hard
sweatshirt,
Rock.
cafe sweatshirt.
Hey,
I-
dingle dangle.
So she was with a girlfriend, and they had just gotten back from the trip together. They were party girls at that time.
And he
Cocktails.
was with a friend that he took
And
out
I was
to
with
dinner
a friend.
for his birthday.
And he was not flush
Okay, John C.
with cash, so I
could be your grandmother.
traded, and we met these two ladies, and I
Thanks,
started
Robert.
talking immediately to Darlene. Now,
Why?
Darlene
I don't know, because my
had her
friend
sweatshirt
Sandy
was
was
a little
much
more slender,
slender
and was a cute face.
yes.
But she was a cute face, but she was
Heavier.
more like a size 16, something
Yeah.
like that. She wasn't super big, but she was plump. Well, I looked at her and I said, man, I mean, so I'm not that big, but I don't care. Why should I worry about that? want to meet somebody. So
But his friend,
I looked past all
wouldn't-
that.
my friend,
And
her name was Sandy.
God rest her soul. And
That's right, John C.
unfortunately, that didn't work out for them as a couple.
I knew that wasn't.
Sandy was not interested in my friend.
Who would be? Never mind.
I'm not going to
No,
say anything
no,
about
no,
that
no,
person.
no.
Let's let them have a break. And then, you know, that started us dating. And we ended up moving in to live with each other after about maybe a year. And she also took me on a cruise. Or no, we just went to the Bahamas.
Yeah, it was their first away trip.
Away trip. Flying to Grand Bahama Island to, what was it called?
Paradise Island.
Paradise Island, right. So it was a nice resort property, and whatever. I loved those coconut muffins they had,
Yeah.
and conch fritters that were nice. Of course, conch, I don't care who does it. There's a little chewiness
We
to
don't
that.
do that Ryan games on this show. Don't go there. Don't
Well-
even touch it. No, don't touch it.
The person's
No,
fine.
don't touch it.
They're still alive. They're still fine. They're still doing YouTube. You can still look up their content on YouTube. That's,
Okay, now let
that's
it go.
No problem. So we ended up, you know, making it all the way. Funny story. I was out and was going to see Jean-Luc Ponty with my brother and his first wife. At night, I found that
Oh, you're
there
talking
was a
about.
diamond coming to me from the family.
Now, what I want to know is how Steve knew and you didn't.
Because he got the diamond that
'Cause
was
he
the
got
first
to
choice. Yes.
But why?
Because
weren't
I
you
was
informed?
not a person who would look and even be aware of shit like that I might inherit. I was not looking there then. So, period. And Steve was, because he had somebody he wanted to marry. So, when I found out that he had gotten a ring, or a diamond from a ring, and that there was one for me as well, you know, I was just happy to hear there was one for me as well if I wanted to marry this gal. So that I had this knowledge, and I brought up the fact that I had this knowledge, and I'm not sure if she knew or not.
I had no clue
No
until
clue.
that day after the
Okay.
concert.
And my daughter Jen was crawling inside of a laundry basket. She was small enough to
That's
fit.
right, Chloe.
And like tilting it back and forth and occasionally falling over sideways. And I'm talking to her. I'm like, yeah, I have a diamond for engagement ring. Oh, you do? Oh, what are you saying? Well, I'm like, well, you know, if you would have.
Hey, Alex Raft. I'm sorry the
Hey,
second
Alex.
half wasn't good.
Hey. All right, good for you. Why does she have to leave? What happened? Alex. Oh, I'm at work right now. Oh, I'll pop in. I'm glad the second half was. Hugs and love, Alex. Alex is nice. She's so sweet. She always leaves a nice comment for us, the channel, for whatever we post or whatever, whether it's
Hey,
a cocktail
Action
hour.
Cat.
Thank you so much. I'm no Superman.
Thank you, Robert.
But this
Ryan.
is from the album Lark's Tongues in Aspic by King Crimson. You'll recognize this on the album front. And
Black Swan. Hello there.
50 plus years since that album was recorded.
Brett Andres, I
It's
hate to tell
actually
you, that was the
2023,
flu,
I
not
believe,
a cold.
was 50. So
At least that's my opinion. If
If
you
you
have
are
a cough that keeps
one
on
of the
coming
few
back,
people
it's
out
part
there
of
who
the flu.
don't
It took
even
me
know
over 6 weeks.
of the band King
and I still have a
Crimson,
little bit.
and you've never heard maybe you have heard of them, but you never
Early
heard this
evening.
title.
Where are you, Black Swan?
This was 1973. You will not believe that this very experimental, contemporary sounding music was created back
TVN Lucas.
in the 70s. Larks, tongues in aspic, A-S-P-I-C, a color, actually.
Oh, in
I
South
recommend
Lake
if you
Tahoe.
listen. You can
Must
listen
be
to it for
nice
free
there.
on YouTube. Just look it up. If you are interested in anything about that band and you have a question or you like to
Well,
chat
that's
about
good.
it,
I'm glad it was mild
email
for you.
me. We could always have a back and forth by email. Rick.ADR at AOL.com. That's how you send us email. We give a free gift to new
I did
people
put that
to
out
the
there
channel.
already.
So that's the same email. You send us your address with whatever name you want to be called, and we will send you a snail mail to that address, that physical address, and hopefully the mailman will leave it for you. Maybe you will use your real name. It's up to you. We don't spam you. The only thing you'd ever see, if anything, would be an occasional email from us where we blank copy everybody, and you don't even know
And
who
it-
else got the email.
At the most, once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we just bought, 2 electric bikes. They're from Electric, E-L, whatever.
L-E-C-T-R-I-C.
And they're tricycles.
Tricycles.
I have gotten, we bought 2 bikes and some accessories. I think I have gotten 30 emails from them. And once we get them together, I think I am going to block their number.
Really? Because it's like too much.
Oh my gosh. It's been crazy.
So, Black Swan.
Yes, he does, Ryan.
I will stick with North Shore Lake Tahoe. The South is too crowded. Okay. Agree, says Black Swan. Wow. That's great.
Well, we have never ridden one, but
Hate
quite
to
a few
call
people
to-
in the park have them. And the one person that we think a lot of owns electric bike, and he told us that the trikes have some type of mechanism that cars have, so when you go around corners, they're not as wobbly. And our friends M&G have the same brand, two-wheel
Two-wheel
electric bikes. And M of M&G has agreed
To help
to
us
put them
get them
together
put
because
together.
it's not easy. I watched the video. I don't think Rick can do it. I think he may have the tools.
You know me, I'm a man. We don't look at the directions. We just start putting stuff together the way it looks like it
The
should.
batteries are good for what, like 45 miles?
Miles.
So it can get us to the beach and back. We
With
can
no
ride
problem.
around here forever. We can do the
Pinellas Trail.
Pinellas Trail. We have friends in the park who can show us how to do that. Joyce and Jerry.
If you go on the Pinellas Trail, it goes over major roads. And when it does so, it goes over a bridge, basically. But you have quite a ascent. And it's quite a arch. So it really feels weird going up over these things. You're a little bit, ooh, wow, I'm way up here. It does have caging on either side of the
Yeah.
drive over. But if you are pedaling 100% and you don't have the benefit of motorized wheels, it's not too easy to pedal over top
And I
of some
think
of those things.
the highest speed is 14 miles an hour.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not going to be.
That's
fast,
plenty fast.
but
You're
it's
sitting
good
on
enough.
a bike.
It's.
Yeah.
It's. I can't run 14 miles an hour. How many of you can run 14 miles an hour? That's right. Well, you can then. You can run along us.
No, I don't think so,
You
Carson.
can run alongside.
I
We're
think
going to have
maybe parts
a
of it
meet
may
and
have
greet
been.
and have a. Let's go. Go around the park at Walsingham. on the trails for hiking and
That's
biking.
true, Henry.
And you can just run along with us as we ride the three wheels. Heck, if I'm going to run or walk, I wish I could walk it actually.
Well, the thing is,
62 people
we
here.
would like to have a meet and greet in Florida, and it will definitely be at the Saltwater Hippie. So look it up, see if you can make it.
So you want to run to Mardi Gras?
Me?
Yeah, we got a guy, Lewis Skolnick has a referral for an Airbnb we could book. And unfortunately, or fortunately, there's no bed bugs or heroin needles. Good Mardi
this
Gras.
year.
Not
No,
this year, huh? No.
See, here's the thing. We did Mardi Gras one time. We had Mom and Bo.
Yeah.
We did things completely wrong, but we didn't know. We were, watching money.
Right.
We were way outside the city. And either we
what a
drove
mistake.
or we Ubered. And it's like the one time that we drove,
The battery died.
the battery died. But the thing is, we were sitting there for the big finale parade, and we were freezing. Mom and I went into a gift shop, and we got as many sweatshirts as we could.
Tried to, and
For Rick and Mom and me and Bo. Bo was freezing.
even
You don't go to Mardi Gras with a dog.
and
You don't go to
an
Mardi
older
Gras
lady.
with a 90-year-old person.
No.
So we would like to go back. It won't be this year, probably won't be next year, with just us, and we will stay in the city. We will pay the big
Yeah,
bucks
like what
because it's not worth it.
just what Lewis is saying, maybe an Airbnb that's located downtown in French Quarter
Hey,
or
Henry
something.
Books, I'm glad. Please keep coming back.
Henry Book, it was good to be seen, but you have to work. Well, you have a nice night. Hope you sleep very well and awake refreshed. But we were happy to have your company. What an honor to have someone from Wales.
Hey, Lewis,
To be
I'm
with us.
sorry.
Thank you. Come back again. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell for all the notifications. We are a live streaming channel, so we do sometimes just decide on the spur of the moment we're going to go live. And you don't know what we're going to be doing.
Oh, so anyway, when we went to Mardi Gras and we left that biggest parade, we thought we could get out of the garage.
And we were even told when we went in, oh, sure, you'll be able to get out.
We were stuck.
To
And
a-
their battery died.
Died.
We had to get a hot shot. We couldn't turn the truck off.
We had to run.
And Mom and I are trying to look for a place to go to the bathroom. I'm sure we found a place, but it took us forever.
Well, remember you tried to get into the level for the mall,
Yeah.
and it was locked.
Yes.
So,
It was
not very
fun.
fun.
No.
and
And where we stayed, it was sort of funny because we were looking for a cheap place. We didn't realize till after we got there and they accepted us because of Bo. It was a hostel. But we had our own room with a bathroom. It wasn't the best. On a scale to 1 to 5, it might have been a 2.5. And Mom fell. Do you remember that?
are you mixing the Key West?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
I am.
I
It
thought
was
you might have been.
Key West with
we
the
went.
hostel.
That was
Ugh.
another time, though. Did
Yeah.
we took Bo.
Bo and Mom.
Another
Not
mistake.
a place to do.
Not a mistake. Another mistake.
Hmm.
I left my cell phone in an
Oh.
Uber, and luckily the guy came back, so he got a nice tip.
Yeah, because we get out of our Uber because we went from where we were staying to downtown Keys.
Yeah, it was probably a couple of miles
Yeah,
maximum,
but it was just
but
easier.
easier, and it
We
was
get
gonna
out.
be
We
walking.
can't find.
My
So
friend.
I call his phone, and the driver must have
Answers the
found
phone.
it and answered. We said, "Can you please bring it back to where you dropped us off?" We gave him
$20, I think.
no, I think it was more than 20. I think
40?
we gave him at least 40, if not 50.
All right, well, whatever.
It was worth it.
Like I said, yeah. So Key West is not like great beaches and beautiful water. It's pretty enough. The beaches are fair
We
and
went to a dog
overcrowded.
beach with Bo. It was
Terrible, terrible. Dark sand, very
Hey,
narrow,
Nancy
wetted
Santeria.
perimeter, a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. So if you go to Key West, wear or bring water shoes to wear in the water because they don't feel good to step
Luz,
upon.
it sounds good.
It's like in Hawaii, if you didn't realize that. Some of the
Thanks, Nancy.
beaches are not sandy bottoms, they're rocky bottoms. And you'd be happy to have water shoes when you have rocky bottoms, believe me. Right, honey?
Where was this?
Even in Hawaii, you had to go to a beach. Like right at Waikiki Beach, when you walk out to
Yeah.
where there's water, it's all rocks down there.
But all I'm thinking now, when we were on Waikiki Beach, it was not like that. Right there at the hotel where we stayed.
It for a couple of feet, but there's big rocks
Yeah.
all over the place. They're separated,
But all I can think about is that one beach that we went to, and we got that warning.
oh my God, that was in Maui. It was the southwest corner of Maui. There's a big
Hey,
PGA
Shailene, good day to you too.
course there in that vicinity. So when we go to this beach, it's supposed to be so beautiful, and the beach is. But then there's this speaker system and a guy in an elevated platform, and he goes, "Beware, dangerous
Waves, I think.
wave break. Danger means
Life-threatening.
life-threatening, life-changing and altering circumstances. Waves break right at the shore. Life-changing events have occurred here. Do not go into the water." So you couldn't, literally,
And they said, if you do not understand,
danger.
please come over.
Come over and talk to us if you don't know what danger means.
I mean, these waves were breaking right at the beach level. And there's no way, if you had attempted to go in, your ass would have been killed.
You'd be like rolled over and you don't know what your condition is afterwards. So when the wave hits, then it splashes right up onto the shore, right? That's real pleasant to get sand and water sprayed up into your face. So everybody who's got sense is back about 10, 15 feet from where the wave break is, so they're not getting the splash as severely in their eyes. You ever got sand and water, salt water, splashed into your eyes with any kind of energy? It is not something you want to do.
But, I mean, it's like we think about that, because when we got down there, it's like we look around. We had something in our hands. I don't know what
I don't
it
know,
was.
but we weren't getting in the
But
damn
we
water.
turned around and went
Right back to the
up.
car. Went somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'd rather go somewhere else than sit here and look at the water. It's real pretty. I can't get into it. Now we were staying in Kanapali. And Kanapali was north a few miles where the terrible fires happened on Maui. And to this day, there are many people who were displaced who have never gotten any kind of settlement. It's like one of these things that have happened to this country that are really unexplainable.
Don't get into it.
But it was basically a natural event to an extent.
Oh, I know.
Just that everything was
But
so dry.
we had such a good time when we took that trip.
That was our 25th anniversary gift to ourselves. Somehow she saved up a lot of money behind my back, and I was so happy she did so. She just squirreled away 20s, 50s, 100s, and did it for a long time, and then opened up a piggy bank that they all had been going into, and depositing it and then doing it again and again. And we had basically paid for the trip.
Yep.
We had, I think, a few $1,000s
Yeah,
that
but it was
that we got from
basically paid
spending,
for. Yeah.
and that we had to pay back after. But the lion's share, the airfare to and from, a cruise to all 5 different locations,
And a couple nights in Oahu.
In Oahu, and
of
then-
course the
nights in Maui.
but the ship.
Oh yeah, and it was a nice cruise, Holland America or something like that, and the resort we stayed at,
That was
Kapali,
yeah.
phenomenal. We had a room where you could look off the balcony to the right and look at the ocean and the beach, straight out and look at the
I
garden-like
wanted
facility.
oceanfront, but the price between the oceanfront and the ocean view,
Which is what we got.
which is what we took, was so. I mean, it's like I'm sorry, I
Not
can't
worth
do
it.
that. And it was perfect because you could see the ocean, but you could
Also,
see
to the left,
mountains.
off the balcony, you could look up at the mountains. And that is just as beautiful, being able to see that. It was really a special place. I
And
would
we
definitely
stayed at the
recommend
same
going
hotel that I had in. What year did we meet? 89, 80, in 1985 with a
there.
bunch of
Right,
friends.
right.
And it was right on the beach, and we had beachfront rooms for 3
64
nights.
of y'all now.
So it was great. And Costa Rica, Jen and Marlon just went there.
Yes.
When was that? It wasn't January.
Wasn't it?
January was
Aruba.
Aruba,
So it was November.
maybe November.
When they
And
went,
they loved it.
but it was rainy. Extremely rainy. So they would like to go another time when that is not the case, so they could see a little bit more and easily get around a bit. Of course, it was their first time, and Jen does have a friend who they actually bought land there, I think.
I believe so.
So they've been there many, many times. They can give them a little more cues and tips about where to go. But they loved Costa Rica. Anybody have been to Costa Rica? I saw Nancy Santa Maria Latica said that she had been to Prison Island, which is in Costa Rica. It was a while ago, back in the 1980s.
Yes, we're from Parkville, which is right outside Baltimore City. So
Who was
that's
that?
great. Lois
Oh,
Skutnik. Christmas season would be great to visit there. It's a lot of lights, a lot of stuff going on.
yeah, it is a good time. There are different things outside of Baltimore. Quite a few where you can drive through outdoor lit displays in town of like Columbia and in many other little suburban areas
There's
around
a small
the region.
place in Hamden, 33rd Street. They light it up like crazy. When I was a kid, it wasn't like that. It was many, many years later. What?
Fourth.
34th Street, thank you.
You're welcome. We went there this year.
I didn't. Did we
And,
go there? We didn't go there.
We
this
didn't
year.
go. Yeah, we did. We got out.
No, you.
We were going. I
you
went with who?
Kylie and Tom. I was
Oh,
here.
okay. Kylie and Tom.
I was here.
I know
in
I did go
Florida.
there, and we ended up walking around. I'm not sure if I videotaped or not. I might
I
have,
hope you have one, Nancy.
but if I did, it's in my iCloud.
Great, Carson.
So, where are we here? 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
10 more minutes. I hope you've been having a good time. Like I said, this show, when you look at the description, you'll find the show is about nothing in specific or any particular thing. It was just about trying to get us all to feel more at ease, encourage you guys to talk to us or talk amongst yourselves. I said it last week or the week before, but it's okay to repeat. The vision I had for this show when we started was something like what the show Cheers tried to display as a sitcom. You know, where everybody knows your name. So you keep coming back here, you get to know the people that you've been chatting with. Hopefully you know us a little bit. Hopefully there's something pleasant about what you're
Hampton
watching.
would definitely show up in something
Otherwise,
of
you can
John
just
Waters.
ignore us and
Was
just
it his
read
stomping ground?
the
I
chat,
don't think so.
which I think some people
I
do.
grew up there. So, I don't think he did.
And having the flu, and this is your entertainment, I hope that we're helping to take away thoughts of the discomfort, because we know by
Firsthand.
being there firsthand, it was not fun. I'll tell you, at one point, I didn't even tell you, Dolly, but I'll tell everybody at the same time.
See, he doesn't tell me shit.
Well, when I coughed at times, I felt like my oxygen saturation dropped and I felt almost like a dizzy fainting feeling. And it was getting so intense and worrisome with those coughing fits. I didn't know whether I might expire in my sleep, going to bed one night, feeling like that.
Yeah, he slept in the sofa chair. What's it called?
Yeah, the reclining chair.
Reclining chair a couple nights.
Because I just
slept
couldn't,
in that in the sofa for over
you know,
a week.
couldn't lay flat, and that was more comfortable going. I went between that and the sofa like you did to try to find some comfort. You didn't get much sleep at that stage of the flu. I'm sad to say. I did not get feverish.
Oh, we had the flu vax.
But the other thing that happens down number 2 Street, that was a little problematic for me for a week or so. Thankfully, we're all back together as normal now. You get my drift.
Oh, it was crazy. I felt
Ugh.
so bad. I'm usually a very positive person. Always look at the bright side and this and that and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, you really were.
I was really
down.
down in a deep hole.
And when she shared that with me, and it's like, if Darlene isn't the one who can do it, like she says, usually better than me. I usually go. And I know you all may have a chance to go this way, but we dwell too much on our trouble, and it becomes the only thing we can see. It's hard to look away. You have to do so, and you have to find something else to focus upon, hopefully something positive, and then hold on until it subsides. Feeling down, that's one thing. Clinical or almost constant depression is something else, and it's out there. I'm not sure who, if anybody in this room of chatters has such a thing, but that's your private business. I just want to say I empathize and send love and hugs out to you if that's something that you're still dealing with, or it's a new thing you're dealing with, or it's a recurring thing.
Wait a minute, I have something serious to say.
Okay, something serious, go for it.
Retromax. Rick and Darlene, I lost my sister to cancer this week.
Oh, God.
She was only 56. We shared the love of ADR and got hours of laughs and entertainment and agreed you were the star. Would you give my niece, Megan, a shout out? She's grieving right now, but she is not alone. Her mother is watching over her, and we are all here for her. I will share the video with her. Thank you. Oh, Retromax was so sorry. And, of course...
What is her sister's name?
Megan. No, Megan is who you want to shout out.
Megan's the niece.
The daughter.
Daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the sister's name?
We don't have it, Rick.
Well,
Just,
I'm saying, please, Retromax, give us the first name, if you don't mind, of your sister.
and you'll
And
be having prayer requests,
Yeah.
hugs, and everything coming out.
Yeah.
Cancer is
So-
horrible.
Muffin lost her grandfather from COVID just recently. Maybe it was just this week. So I'll be putting a prayer request out for Muffin and her family for the loss of her grandpa. And the second one you will see, of course, will be here for Retromax and her family, and especially
It's nothing funny, Lois.
her niece Megan, daughter of her sister Melissa.
You got that, okay.
Got it, yep. So, I don't think that Muffin's still here, but if you are, or anybody who knows Muffin, we send our prayers and condolences to you and your family. And again, I'll put that up on the channel. And then Retromax, I'm so sorry for your loss of Melissa and Megan's loss of her mom to cancer. Fuck cancer. Cancer's bothered my family in multiple occasions. Didn't directly kill my mother, but it was indirectly related to the cancer and the attempt to get rid of it. My father had prostate cancer. I've had prostate cancer. My mother had also breast cancer and pre-cancer in her pancreas that never came to anything, thank God. I think my brother is okay, but they're watching him prostate-wise. And my sister died of lymphoma that actually it started in her kidney. My sister June had cancer of the bile ducts, and that took her. My aunt, my godmother, lung cancer, took her. So cancer is a bastard, a bitch, and it's really decimated so many of us. So I hope that we could send out a collective energy to end cancer, and that the how to do so can go to our scientists, our doctors, and that they can apply it to help us. Please let it be done in Jesus' name, amen.
Nancy, get a passport. Everyone should have a passport now. If you want to go out of the U.S., even to Canada, you need one.
Yeah,
It takes time.
It takes time
It's
and a
not-
little bit of money. It's not super
It's
expensive.
not excessively expensive. Just, do it now and don't
Yes.
do the I gotta have it right away thing.
And I would say do it before, not later. Do it now. Get yourself one. They're good for 5 years
10, I
or
think.
10. 5 or 10. I don't know.
Unless you're like 16.
If
something
you're
like
younger, I think it's a shorter period.
Yes.
You have to go for a second one that's longer. But it's a good thing to have. You never know when something might come up that you would like to do, like just unfortunately happened for you, Nancy. So
that. It's time for us to say goodnight.
okay, and Carson's got it. His family, his uncle. What a bitch. I don't look good in passport photos either, Muffin. You are still there. So we'll be putting up a message, like I just said, for your family, for the loss of your grandfather. But I do love lizards now. My daughter and son-in-law have basically a terrarium in one room and then some individual cages for the guys who like it dry and warm. The
They have at least 8.
At least 8 different kind of
Because
lizards, whatever.
When they were away in Aruba, we took care of all their animals.
And she took care of
Rick only took help with the dogs.
She did all the
I
critters.
did all the critters. I had to do an Excel spreadsheet so I knew who to feed when, what they got. Did they get greens? Did they get bugs? Do they get sprayed? Do they get water?
And you gave that to Jen, right?
Well, it's there.
The sheet. Oh, you just left it there?
Yeah.
Because
it's
she
what I
thought
was
it was
checking.
She thought it was a great idea. For them even. But for us, they had to, in advance of their going away to Aruba, put containers together with so many crickets and so many different green worms and
Well, just bugs.
Meal
Greens
bug-
were in the fridge. They're easy. You
but
know,
the bugs were all in little
containers.
souffle cups with a lid, basically clear.
Because I'm not touching bugs. I'll
So-
tell you that right now.
And the one,
Hey, Mary Hirsch, hello there.
the one that's Jen's reptile, the
Pokey or Pookie.
he eats too much at one time and gets stuff caught in
No,
his throat.
he doesn't. If you don't hand feed him, he's really a picky eater.
Is he?
He didn't eat his greens because I did not hand feed him.
Okay.
He ate his bugs
Ugh.
and the treats, which were green worms.
Worms,
He would eat
like a
those.
little segmented, some kind of a larvae that's a green looking
Thanks,
worm.
Nancy. Hey, Mary.
It's a very, very pretty green or bluey.
Oh, wait a minute. We have a quick birthday, then we got to go off.
Oh, I'm so happy. Who?
Mario's 2 twin cousins, Kayla and Kylie.
Yesterday was their birthday?
Yeah, so hurry up and
All
sing.
right. This is to Mario, to your family, to
Twin
Kayla
cousin.
and Kylie, the twins. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kayla and Kylie. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We got to go now, guys.
Well, it's still 60 of us at the very end. That's a pretty good show, folks.
Yes, it is.
Remind you to, if you haven't done so and you'd like to look at something else for a few more minutes, my new video on the channel under the playlist of Rick's Motel Dives. It's where we stayed for the last couple of times going back and forth. And this was the first of those times. I didn't actually videotape this most recent one. It would have been less complimentary. But take a look at it. It's a little bit of fun. It's not too long. Hope you'll give it a try. And don't forget, subscribe, click the bell for all if you have never done this. One last appeal. If you'd like a free gift and you never got one, you can send us email with your name to your mailing address to rick.adr@aol.com. And you can go to our webpage, our website at ricksarahstar.com and look for the links that are just down the page a little bit below the entry to our merchandise.
TYOs.
We have a link for Discord, and you can go play with other people who like the Rick Serra channel right now. Just go check out that link on ricksarahstar.com. All right. I think that's it.
Yep. Good night, guys.
We love you
We'll
all.
see you
Thank
next
you
week.
so much for coming. Even though you might be sitting still, you still came. You came to my URL. And I'm so thankful. Until next time, next Friday. Peace
Love, happiness,
and hugs.
enjoy.
Have a nice weekend.